Crowfoot.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I hope the member will listen very, very closely to the question, and because he's great at political spin. Because this bill talks about creating a framework that would leave upwards of 10,000 of my constituents without work. I want them to hear that again. Up to 10,000 of my constituents that both directly and indirectly depend on our world-class energy sector, oil and gas. And there is a growing renewable sector. But we cannot be ignorant to the fact that oil and gas can and will play a significant role in the global economy for decades to come. So that member, I want him to answer this. What does he say to the close to 10,000 constituents that could see job losses, pay cuts, because of a radical environmental agenda that refuses to take an element, inject an element of realism into the global energy conversation? What does he say to those 10,000 of my constituents that he wants to put out of work?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
The first thing I would say is do not listen to the Conservatives' facts because they're most often misleading, Madam Speaker. And then following that, I would remind the member others, he wants to talk about job numbers. It took 10 years for Stephen Harper to create just about 1 million jobs. In 8 years, we've created over 2 million jobs. Madam Speaker, at the end of the day, we have taken budgetary and legislative measures that are going to ensure that there's a higher sense of fairness for Canadians. Whether you are in the Gen Z or the middle class as a whole, or those that are aspiring to become a part of the middle class, Madam Speaker, we understand the needs of the Gen X and the Gen Zs, and we are going to be there with future jobs.
And we are out of time.